Yeah, sure. So the question was, hey, you've seen a big jump in the number of cases testing positive in Dakota County, and we actually, I don't remember exactly the numbers, but it was 400 numbers, some to 600 some. And how can we put that all in perspective? Well, we are doing a lot more testing up in Dakota County. So we've deployed the National Guard up there, and we expect to do a lot more testing in the Dakota County area to be able to have an idea. So part of the reason for the increased number of testing positive is because we are doing a lot more testing up there right now in Dakota County. And again, what we want to keep in mind for all of this is that it's all about preserving the healthcare system. So as long as everybody can get that hospital bed, that ICU bed, that ventilator, that's what we're working towards. And so we've been in touch with the public health director up there to be able to work to get her more resources, whether it's the testing and contact tracing, which we've mentioned, but also other administrative type of help so that she can manage the situation. So we are working through it. But again, when we go into a place and we dedicate, I think we've got 2 teams of National Guard folks up there right now dedicated to doing testing. We're going to do a lot more testing, which means we're going to get a lot more people testing positive. And then again, the follow-on step for that is to make sure that we go to each of those folks who tested positive, get them to isolate, help them to isolate. So for example, in other communities like Grand Island where we've implemented this plan, we've got facilities available so that, say, the families of the workers can go isolate separately from the person who's tested positive. So again, we're doing that isolation. We want to work with communities to be able to make that happen, so that's part of our plan. Get those people to isolate and then go back and do that contact tracing to find out all the people who they've been in contact with to let them know the person they knew has been tested positive for coronavirus and what can they do to quarantine. So it is part of our overall plan we were using with all of our hotspots to be able to work to get people tested, get them isolated, work on quarantining people, and that's part of how we're going to slow the spread of the virus. But we're doing a lot more testing, so we should see a lot more cases.